Again, it's that single life. I mean, you were talking, Nadia, earlier on at our meeting, saying that it's a funny country, this, for singles. You know, some people, of course, are very happy being single. But how are you finding that?
I just think I could never have anticipated. I think in your life, when you fall in love with somebody and you're together a long time, you know, your fear is always losing them. And a part of your defence mechanism, maybe like people like Angela who don't want to be hurt again. I think as a person, I always used to, well, not always, but, you know, had times where I'd think what I would do when I'm on my own. And I was always very independent. But when it actually happens to you, no one can describe to you till you go through it of how you feel, of this complete, I've just nearly lost my shoe there, of how you feel like you are on a desert island on your own, but you haven't chosen to be on your own. When you're an independent person, you choose to be on your own. You say,
That's
I can
right,
cope.
actually, yes.
But this just actually being forced into a situation, and maybe divorced people feel like this, I don't know, because I was never divorced, but it is a strange thing of learning to cope with that. Even though you've got your family, I've got amazing friends and neighbours who have been fantastic, but you can't describe this feeling of being dropped in the ocean and somehow you're trying to keep swimming.
Is there any specific situation that you're in, though, that hits you harder than others, maybe like the house or when you're out?
I think waking up in the morning on my own is hard. We used to talk forever in the mornings, so that's a really tough time. But no, it just, grief is, it hits you when you're least expecting it. And some days I can talk about him and laugh and go and have jokes about it. I mean, when Paul died, I had jokes with The Undertaker, you know, and I could, but another day I can't.
But that's also probably because you are still in the shock. It's still such early days, isn't it? That I think it's amazing what the mind does. It puts you into shock and then lets you just take him bit by bit what's happened, because he really was your true love, wasn't he? Your fairy tale.
Yeah, and you know, the thing is, when someone dies, you don't remember the bad bits. You don't.
Also, when you go out with couples, you've got loads of friends. When you go out and, you know, there are couples everywhere, do you ever feel sort of like out of it in that sense?
No, at the moment not, Gloria, and I go out with lots of friends, just maybe 3 of us, and no, I feel embraced by my friends.
That's lovely.
And maybe it's because it's so early, I haven't looked and thought, oh, everybody's a couple together. I don't let, I'm very strong in certain ways, I don't let my brain go there. If I feel my brain going down that avenue, I know there are certain things that if I start thinking that way, I will get emotional. So I draw myself back. And then other times when I'm on my own, I just choose to recall him and recall the memories of him, and I can.
For more Loose Women action, click here. And I'd subscribe if I were you. It's totally free, and it means you'll be kept up to date with new videos and exclusive YouTube content.